Spooky! It's a lot darker than I wanted it to be. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy, and happy Halloween! It's that time of year again where people go out, buy really shitty costumes for $20 or make their own fantastic ones, and go to people's doorsteps and ask for cookies and stuff. Who makes cookies? Why would that? No, Jimmy, stop. Anyway, to celebrate Halloween, I thought I'd do a list of the Pokemon that I think are the creepiest. So, without further ado, let's begin. Pokemon is definitely an interesting franchise filled with tons of unique creatures. There's the cute ones, the cool ones, and of course, the creepy ones. Today, in the spirit of Halloween, we'll be taking a look at the creepiest Pokemon of them all. Venture forth, if you dare. Shedinja is a rather creepy Pokemon. It shows up after Nincada evolves into Ninjask if you have an open slot in your party and a free Pokeball. It's essentially molted skin that's come to life. It's based off the cicada bug, which, after molting, leaves an old and empty exoskeleton just lying around. One of the things that makes Shedinja so creepy is what the Pokédex has to say about it. Shedinja's hard body doesn't move, not even a twitch. In fact, its body appears to be merely a hollow shell. It is believed that this Pokemon will steal the spirit of anyone peering into its hollow body from its back. Yeah, that's right, if you look into the hole on Shedinja's back, it'll steal your soul. What a nice thing to know, considering the first thing we see once it enters battle is the hole on its back. Thanks, Game Freak. We love you. Yamask are quite troubled Pokemon. They're the roaming spirits of people that died in ancient times. They're said to retain memories from their lives as humans, and whenever they look at the mask they carry, which happen to be their old face, they cry because they're having flashbacks of their past life. I think it's more sad than creepy to read that personally, but it's disturbing nonetheless. Poor Yamask. At least they have trainers that will show them love in their new forms. Its evolution Cofagrigus is sort of a jerk though, but for good reason. It traps grave robbers inside their bodies, and even turns them into mummies. Now that's a bit better. Just the creepy thing that I was looking for. We all know Litwick. It's the adorable little candle Pokemon. Just look at it. It's something you just want to hug. But did you know that this thing and its evolutions feast on souls for power? That's right. Pokemon Black says, Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people and Pokemon, which becomes the fuel that it burns. In regards to Lampent, Pokemon Black and White 2 say, the spirits it absorbs fuel its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on. And finally, Chandelure is said to burn up spirits and leave them without a body, causing them to roam the world for all eternity. That's downright terrifying. These Pokemon always seem to make it on lists like this, and for good reason. They're downright creepy. Drowsy is known for being infatuated with dreams, especially those of young children. They say that a sign that Drowsy is trying to eat your dreams is if your nose begins to itch while you sleep. Like I said, downright creepy. But it doesn't stop there. Hypno is often associated with the kidnapping of children. In fact, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green practically solidify that it kidnaps kids. Its Pokédex entry states, it carries a pendulum-like device. There was once an incident in which it took away a child that it hypnotized. Not only that, but if you go do the Lost Elves side quest in the post-game of Fire Red and Leaf Green, you'll rescue the missing girl from a wild Hypno in the Berry Forest. It's pretty disturbing to think that Pokemon can have this kind of fascination with people, especially children. Phantump and Trevenant are two new Pokemon introduced in Pokemon X and Y. They're ghost and grass-type Pokemon that live in the Kalos region forests, and they're pretty similar to Yamask in some aspects. Phantump's Pokédex entry states, according to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest. That's right, these Pokemon might just be the souls of dead kids. That's quite dark. Trevenant's Pokédex entry talks about how it can control the trees of the forest, and that it can use them to harm and trap people in the forest forever. They're found on Route 20 in the games, which is a forest with a layout that changes frequently. Now here's an interesting theory. Phantump, the basic stage, is said to be formed when children's spirits die in the forest. What if the first Phantump evolved into Trevenant, which once again traps others in the forest forever, probably leading them to their eventual death, only to create more Phantump out of the souls of children that died after that? This would create a cycle of deaths and a formation of Phantump, thus increasing the population of the species, allowing them to spread out through Kalos to places like Route 16. Or maybe, the kid that became the first Phantump just got really lonely.